DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards. As he's tackled at the 20-yard line. Tannehill on first down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Jones.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
From just shy of midfield, Tannehill. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's got Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now Jones. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Tannehill. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math. I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback? Or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Score Buccaneers 7, Falcons 0. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Devin White.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Brings up on the ground. This is Johnson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On first down, it's Gurley. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down inside the 30. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. Now it's Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And this one through the uprights and good.
Ties the game at 7. Sterling Hawkrichter to kick off for them.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so. Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the 50, it's Tannehill. Airing this one out for Evans. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Gurley. And this will be a Falcons 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Buccaneers 7.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. This will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Tannehill. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
14. Bradley Pinion to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Open man here, Sims complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Complete.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts,
No gain on the play.
as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
40-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And this is going to be intercepted.
Mike Edwards picks it off.
The second down pass intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go. Everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you can do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48.
Devin White on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Again they run with Gurley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Looking left side, and it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
They'll drop the throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Gurley. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Justin Jefferson
there to make the grab. And the Falcons have broken our tie.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense. But when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, but it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Now it's Tannehill. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Fourth down.
They're going to go. It's Tannehill. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On 1st and goal, Gurley showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Another try on 2nd down with Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Touchdown.
Todd Gurley. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
His kick.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Falcons 28. Buccaneers 14.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Carlton Davis picks it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's second down.
A.J. Terrell on the coverage.
Here's Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Here's Gurley. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Steven Sims Jr. hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
The kick is good.
This game was tied at halftime, but they have come out absolutely on fire.
Well, the switch has certainly been flipped. 3 touchdowns now here in the second half.
And now they're up 3 scores. And if they can get up 4 scores, look out for the 7 years, too.
Oh, boy. Did you just toss it back to the Civil War era? Honest Dave.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Airing this one out for Evans. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory.
1st and 10 at the 12.
Tannehill throwing again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They snap it to Tannehill. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Falcons 35, Buccaneers 21.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll find Williams on the slant. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Preston Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Falcons 42, Buccaneers 21.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
45-yard line.
This one out deep for 6. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
3 yards on the play.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Tannehill now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Tannehill. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, this might wind up being a tough pill to swallow as they're going to finish the season at 9-7. And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year's playoff picture. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.